For the first time in 6 months, 4 hostages have been released from the Gaza siege, being held by Hamas. 3 men, 1 woman, Noah Agamani, Almog Meir, Andrei Kozlev, Shlomi Ziv. They're being kept at the Sheba Tel Hashomer Center. But at the same time, 55 people have been injured and killed, and are being the injured are being treated in the Al-Aqsa hospital. And the imbalance of, again, huge Palestinian civilian casualties, and the failure of Israel to release the hostages. 4 hostages out of so many after 6 months. This doesn't justify the Netanyahu campaign. 1 hostage released is tremendous. 4 hostages released, tremendous. It's an achievement, and it needs to be celebrated as an achievement, but the cost is too high. And when considering whether something is a just war, one of the principles of a just war is that the objective can be realized, the goal is achievable. And I don't believe the goal of laying siege to Gaza to release the hostages, to persuade Hamas to release the hostages and to destroy Hamas, I don't believe these 2 goals are achievable or were ever achievable. And the overwhelming number of civilian casualties simply doesn't justify the very small success. This is not to say that one shouldn't celebrate, one shouldn't rejoice at the capture of hostages from terrorists. One should. But I think equally one shouldn't use this as a screen to confuse one's opinion of Netanyahu's process. It is utterly repulsive. This is not defense. This is the annihilation of a civilian community. And because it's a matter of guerrilla warfare, not just against Hamas, but other terrorist units as well, it's almost unwinnable. And I was taken to task by a friend the other day who said that there is no parallel between what is happening in Israel or in Gaza and what happened in Ireland. But I think there is, because the British did not bomb Northern Ireland in response to the terrorism which not only was present in Ireland but also crossed into the mainland as well. And the 1970s was quite worrying. And mistakes were made. But we learn from those mistakes. And it's as if Netanyahu and his team of advisors have never learnt. And rather than eradicating Hamas, the Israeli siege has built a new Hamas, a new determination to resent, to hate, to rebel against the Israeli neighbors. And the whole mission should be to restore peace to the region. That is not the Netanyahu objective. And I think that's very worrying. When the objective of a war is something other than peace and living together, it must be wrong. The objective, for example, in defending Ukraine is peace, is it not? The objective in the case of Netanyahu is to eradicate Hamas. That is not possible. And it's as if Netanyahu has never read the 7 Pillars of Wisdom. It's in the title, I'm afraid, Wisdom. And it's something that Netanyahu clearly lacks. But I celebrate and I salute the rescue of the hostages today. But at the same time, I'm very mindful of an interview with a Gazan citizen who says, why does Hamas keep the hostages next to a civilian marketplace, next to a hospital? Why? And it's not that person is reciting Israeli propaganda. This is real, deep felt exhaustion from 6 months of assault. And life in Gaza, even without the war, even without the siege, was tough. The Hamas rulers were tyrannous to the people who they were governing. And are clearly engaged in horrific acts, not just on the 7th of October. But that does not justify this siege and this slaughter. I'm sorry.